What if I told you that you are not too late, nor too old, nor not good enough? In this video, I want to talk to you about something that weighs on so many people who are past 40, and that's that nagging little voice that says, I am too old, or I missed my window of opportunity, or I should have done this way before now. And if that voice sounds familiar to you, you are definitely in the right place, and you are not alone. My name is Stephanie Strong, the Self Doubt Terminator. And I work with and coach women over 40 who are navigating their next chapter to terminate self doubt and to trust themselves fully so they can actually make more money, maximize their impact, and live with more joy. So let's talk about this. All right. So, first, I get it. I definitely get that nagging voice that says, I am too old. I'm too old to start over. I'm too old to launch this business. Or, I don't know, you might be too tired. I don't know. Or, you know what? Maybe it's a relationship that drains you and you feel like you're just not good enough to go out on your own. Maybe that's it. Or maybe it's a promotion that you are qualified for, but you just won't make a move because you don't feel like you're good enough, or maybe it's too late. I've been there, so I know exactly what that feels like. And listen, you and we have lived long enough to know what we want. And we have also lived long enough to even doubt that we even deserve what we want. And you want to know something? That's a trap. It's a trap. When you say I'm too old, you're believing that your potential is fixed and that there is a window and you missed it. And that couldn't be from the truth, because here's what research actually shows. Research actually shows that your brain doesn't have an expiration date. And every time you do something and succeed, you're proving that you are capable. And your brain is building new pathways with every risk that you take, every skill that you learn, every challenge you face. And it's not age that determines what you can do, it's action. Action determines what you can do. Are you ready to take action today? I hope so. So the real question isn't am I too old or am I not good enough? The real question is, how much longer am I going to let that belief stop me? How much longer am I going to let that belief, no matter what it is, stop me? But here's what I know after coaching over 14 years: you are not late. You are ready. And one of the reasons why I opened up a few select spots for February is that I know that making a big move at the beginning of the year or making major decisions can be very, very difficult. But if you stick around to the end of this video, I will share with you how you can get an exclusive spot on my calendar and how you can get it relatively quick. Okay. But in the meantime and in between time, let me share 3 ways to push through that conversation in your head. Okay, because that's what you're believing, that conversation in your head. And we're gonna push through it. We're gonna push through it and eliminate it. That's my goal anyway. So first of all, you have to acknowledge that your lateness in life is actually your qualification. And every single year you have lived, every mistake you have made, every lesson you have learned, that is not wasted time. That is your PhD in life. The woman or man you are now has wisdom that a 25-year-old version of yourself could never access. And that, my friend, is not a disadvantage. That is your superpower. So that's number one. Number two, stop seeking a do over. You don't need a do over, you need a carry forward. Okay. You do not need to erase your past and start from scratch. You need to take every single thing that you have learned and carry it forward into what is next. And sometimes you don't even know what is next. And that's why I'm here to help you. And really, it's not starting over. That is just leveling up. Are you ready to level up? All right. Number three, missing out is a story. It's a story that is not a fact. So you're not missing out. Well, yeah, it's true. You can't get those years back. That's true. But the life you want is not locked in the past. It's available to you right now. The only thing between you and your next chapter is the belief that you are allowed to have it. Now that you have those three things, right? Let me just share with you. Oh Lord, let me pause this. I need to pause. Now that you have these three things, number one, that your lateness is your qualification. Number two, what did I say? A do-over? You don't need a do-over. You just need a carry forward. Number three, missing out is a story and it's not a fact. Now that you have those three things, and I want you to implement these three things when that nagging little voice, that conversation comes in your head. You have three things that you can reframe what you're thinking. It's like, hey, my lateness in age. And it's not even, I don't even know if lateness is even the right word, because yes, you've got experience and you've got wisdom and you've got a body of knowledge that so many people that are younger than you do not have. So really, you've got a lot of qualifications, and they are both tangibles and intangibles. So keep that in mind. It's like, you know what? My lateness is my qualification. You bring a lot to the table, is what I'm trying to get you to understand here. And you have to say that in order to counter that. You have to give that narrative in your head a counter narrative. You understand what I'm saying? Give it a counter narrative. And so the idea that you've gotten too old, now that's just a lie. All right. And we said, oh yeah, the do-over. So, I had a really bad habit of, like, and still do, like I need to start all over. Like I'll erase something, start all over because I need it to be perfect. And I'm working through the perfectionism thing. And I know that I'm not the only one out there. But listen, it's carry forward. And one of the things this older man taught me years ago, he asked me a question, and he wasn't even trying to give me instruction and wisdom. He was just talking. And he said, what's in your hand? Use that. What's in your hand? Use that. What's in your bucket? Use that. See, you would be so surprised how much experience, knowledge, and intel that you have at your disposal. You see what I'm saying? Okay, like you're missing out is a story, not a fact. And we already talked about that, but I just want to emphasize that you've got to interrupt the story, that you have to interrupt the narrative. The only way that you can interrupt the narrative is you have to abruptly change it. So to me, that means like, no, it is not a fact. I can't get the years back, but here's what I can do. I can use what I've got right now and I can use it to go forward and change what I believe about myself, to carry forward, to move forward, to create a new story for myself. And these are the things that I help my clients with when we're in one-to-one coaching sessions. So you've got these three things. You now have a new way of restructuring that conversation, countering, building up a counter narrative and a counter story, interrupts those thinking patterns that are just basically telling you lies and keeping you stuck. All right. So let me share with you, because I know that there's somebody watching this video right now that really needs to kind of like get it together, and they've just got a lot, way more than they can even handle right now, and they need some help. So the simplest way to get on my calendar is to go to the description in this video. Click on the link that says 30-minute discovery coaching call. It's complimentary, won't cost you a thing, but it'll cost you if you're supposed to schedule that appointment and you don't, okay? And once you schedule your appointment, pick a time that works for you. I will respond right away and get you in so we can have a one-on-one talk about where you are, where you want to be, and what you want to achieve, and what is standing in your way. Like, what are your blocks and barriers? What are those? We're going to talk about that, and we'll talk about the best path forward. It may be coaching, it may not be coaching, I don't know. But at the end of that coaching session, you're going to have some help. All right. You're going to have help and you're going to have support. Now, I only have limited availability, and that's just not a sales thing. But if you are ready, a woman that's ready, and you're tired of playing small, tired of second guessing yourself, and tired of doubting every decision, in this case, the decision really is yours. And only you can make it. And I truly, truly hope that you choose you, because you absolutely deserve it. All right, you guys, that's it for now. See you next time. In the meantime, make this your best day ever. And don't forget to go to the description and schedule your complimentary coaching call today. All right. All right. Love you guys. Be well.